Hello, my lovely ghouls and gals. How I've missed you. It's pouring rain outside. Yeah, let me complain for a minute. It's pouring rain outside. My head weighs a ton. But I figured, what better way to make myself feel better than an energy drink and a brand new Nuke Stop 5. Ooh, yeah. How I've waited. And how excited am I? Don't forget, of course, to go to Nuke's channel, which the link will be in the description as per always, and subscribe, because Nuke deserves it. And also, if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you do, please don't forget to subscribe to me, and of course, like the video. Well, I'm not going to keep you waiting much longer. Let's head right on over to top 5 ghost videos to scare not just you, but also your inner demons.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Lighthouse Keeper. If you're one of the very few people who have never watched Buzzfeed Unsolved on YouTube, the series can basically be summarized like this. It's sort of a ghost hunting show, but not a typical one. The show has 2 hosts, Ryan and Shane. Now, Shane is a diehard skeptic of the paranormal.
Always.
Anytime there's like any chance of sort of any kind of mechanical failure or just doors in general, people are always
just
like,
doors in
the
general.
door open, so that's ghost. I don't want to argue with you on this. If you find it compelling, I'm happy for you.
I do find it compelling. Yeah,
great.
I'm happy for me too.
Good.
And then there's Ryan, who is the polar opposite, and might even be just a bit too scared of the supernatural.
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. It's an automatic light.
In each episode, the 2 hosts visit alleged
It's an automatic light. That's me. That's me.
haunted places and investigate to search for real paranormal evidence.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate St. Augustine Lighthouse as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real?
No.
In this episode, they are investigating the notoriously haunted St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida. The lighthouse was completed in 1874 and has seen its fair share of tragedy over the nearly 200 years that it has been guiding sailors home from the sea. BuzzFeed Unsolved hosts Ryan and Shane begin their investigation at the historic Lightkeeper's house, which is right beside the lighthouse. People say that they have heard the endless and painful coughing of the spirit of a man named William Harn. He was the very first keeper of the lighthouse back in the 1800s. Harn tragically passed away inside the house of malaria and the lung disease tuberculosis. When they try to reach out to the spirit of William, the 2 friends capture something truly bizarre.
All right, we're gonna give you some silence here, William. If there's anything you'd like to say to us, maybe a message you wish you could have communicated before you left Earth. I'm gonna sit on one of these little tiny chairs and make me look like you. Gonna give you some silence right now.
Ryan and Shane captured the unexplained sound of someone coughing, just like guests claim to have heard in the past.
That's
Could
creepy.
this be the spirit of William, who died of tuberculosis? Next, Ryan and Shane finally enter the actual lighthouse, which is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity.
The best ghost evidence of all time, in my opinion, or at least some of it, has been caught right here in this little rotunda. I mean, they caught an apparition full out, just peeking over.
Well, I'm kind of not a fan of, in this particular whatever, is that they have a third person with them who's in the lighthouse before them. Like, I don't know.
Over the railing.
You know what I mean?
It is said that paranormal investigators always have an experience in the lighthouse when they are alone. So to test this theory, both Ryan and Shane will be locked inside separately to investigate. Shane heads in first for his solo investigation, but he doesn't really experience much.
All right, so I'm going in there, I'm going to the top,
Yeah.
and I'm coming back down.
Yeah, that's what you do in a staircase, yeah.
Sounds good. This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me. So far, no clues. This is allegedly the site of a lot of FBAs, or full-bodied apparitions. I feel nothing. I really don't. I don't get any vibes. I haven't felt anything strange all night. All right, see you later, dudes.
Next, it's Ryan's turn. And now, before we proceed, it should be noted here that during the building of the lighthouse, a young girl named Eliza tragically lost her life while playing at the construction site. Visitors have reported seeing a young girl in a red dress inside the light.
Oh, the good old days when kids had no playgrounds and just played at unfinished construction sites. You know, the good times.
Lighthouse, who just faded away into thin air right before their eyes.
Everyone who's gone in there has seen something, for the most part, if they've gone by themselves. You know what? I'm eager to add my name to that roster.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, boy. Is there anybody in here with me right now? My name is Ryan. What? Can you say my name back to me? Oh my god, I just heard Eliza. Oh my god.
I'm gonna start watching Buzzfeed Unsolved because this is hilarious.
Eliza?
Oh my god.
Why do you sound like that? Oh my god, I'm panicking. Hear you. I do hear you. Oh my god, I just heard to hear me. I got the chills. Why am I leaving? Is that what you just said?
Cause fuck that shit, I'm
Scared,
out.
that's why. Sayonara, you had your chance.
Turn off your radio.
I almost had a panic attack.
Did you? You are wet.
I said, who's up here? What's your name? And it just so clear, just Eliza.
Ryan is freaked out as he gets some very weird direct responses on his spirit box.
yeah, that's
One of
weird.
the answers being Eliza, the name of the child that passed away at the lighthouse. Now, Shane, on the other hand, didn't capture anything and is completely unimpressed with the whole location. But after the video is uploaded to YouTube, many viewers pointed out that skeptical Shane might have actually caught the most compelling and absolutely chilling evidence of all.
This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me.
Is there something somewhere
So far, no clues.
behind him?
Did you see it?
Oh, down there.
Watch again.
This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me. So far, no clues.
A dark figure of a man can be seen standing at the bottom of the lighthouse. When the footage is brightened, the man has no distinguishable features and looks more like a black mass than a person. Now, Shane was completely alone inside the lighthouse when he filmed. So just who or what is this? Could it be the ghost of one of the many deceased keepers who are said to haunt the lighthouse? You
Dude.
decide.
And oh my god. And it looks like this, oh my god, like Blair Witch Project style. Look at this guy. He's just standing up against the wall. Like it looks like his head is tilted forward and he's facing the wall.
All right, see you later, dudes.
The final night. Alexander Labuzov from Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for over 3 years, when suddenly and inexplicably, strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the night. Things around the house would move on their own. And scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time, until eventually he decided to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day, but he decides to try to record the strange supernatural activity one last time. This video was meant to be Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил, включил свет. Это не может не напугать.
His face.
Просто знакомый звук. Изредка я услышал, ну, похож.
That does sound...
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door. He decides to set up his camera in his bedroom and leaves for 2 hours to meet up with a friend.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, ага. Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves. But what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre.
Okay. Oh. Is that a chair? The half of a chair? I don't... It is a half of a chair. Fuck.
Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato-quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night, this time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on. Just like the night before, he again leaves to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy.
Okay, bring it, Alex. Holy shit. There goes the chair again. Alright. What the hell is that? Is that a cord? Well, fuck you too, Ghost. What the? Oh! Nope. That is just so much nope.
Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
No. I'm not ready.
У нас сегодня рыбный день. Охереть вообще. Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть. Ну что могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже...
Were those feet?
До усрачки. Это можно вообще... О, блядь.
Those are feet. Right?
Так.
Nuke, you
A
got
pair
it.
of
Did you
legs
see
can
it?
be seen
There we
standing
go.
right behind Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around.
I'm crying a little bit. Because he moved so fast that I only got the feet. But yeah, those are legs. Those are disembodied legs.
The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around. So, did Alex capture proof of the paranormal in
Dude, I can't even. I just... I need a minute. I need a minute. Right, I also feel like the quality is a little too potato-y to, like, manipulate the video successfully like that?
his apartment? Or is it illusion? I leave it up to you to decide. Viewer videos. Ethan Budzinski was on a family vacation in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania when strange things began to happen in his rented Airbnb home. Late one night, Ethan and his family hear the sound of a baby crying from somewhere in the house.
Oh.
Now, Ethan's two young nephews are asleep in bed upstairs, so he immediately runs up to check on them, only to find that they are both quietly asleep in bed. This occurs several times. Ethan hears crying, then goes upstairs to find the children quietly asleep. So the next time Ethan hears the crying,
at that point,
he pulls out his phone and starts recording.
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
Did you hear it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went up there. He was sound asleep.
Okay, that's what I heard.
The eerie sound of a child crying can indeed be heard coming from somewhere upstairs. Both Ethan and a family member hear the sound.
Why is there like a latch and a hole to where?
When he heads upstairs to check, just like before, the children are fast asleep and not making a sound. So just where is this strange, unexplained crying coming from? Let me know what you think down in the comments. A British Nuke Stop By viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jen, says that she had a chilling experience that wasn't paranormal, but was terrifying nonetheless. And as I've personally always said on this channel, real people can be much scarier than anything supernatural. So late one night around midnight, Jen starts receiving messages from a guy on Facebook. At first, she plays along.
That's already not a good start.
But the messages from the stranger just get creepier and creepier. I'll correct some of the typos and slang and save you from listening to me doing a terrible British accent. But what you see on screen are the actual messages. So, at one point, the guy suddenly writes, "Well, since you're up, can I come and meet you then?" "Yes, I am mental. I'm on my way down to your house. I'll ring when I'm outside." Thinking he's joking, Jen laughs it off, writing back, "You don't even know where I live." And then the guy starts trying to creepily call her on Facebook, because it turns out that he does actually know exactly where she lives. He types, "You live next to my granny's house on the corner." Then he continues to call her, and things go from bad to worse, because he actually shows up.
Dudes, take a fucking hint. Once in a while. What is wrong with you?
Right in front of her house.
Did you see it?
"Don't make me knock, please," he messages. "I'm outside the center window right now." Jen is now understandably completely freaked out. She tells the guy that she is not coming out under any circumstances, but he won't take no for an answer.
Look at this fuck. Take a hint!
"Is that your window at the front?
Oh my god.
How do I get in your back garden?" Jen replies, "You don't,"
Yeah,
and
go
ends
home.
the conversation. But it did not end there. Jen says the disturbed young man stood in front of her house for almost 2 hours.
What?
He eventually left after her family members went outside and told him to leave or they would call the police.
They should have called the police.
So I guess the takeaway is either be careful of who you talk to online, or simply Facebook sucks.
That too.
Susan's Courtside Cafe in Kissimmee, Florida.
Men, just, I can't not comment on this as a female. Don't do this! It's not cute, it's not sexy, it's not funny, and it's not fun. It's scary. We get followed, we have to walk down streets with freaking like, never done that, but not the point. The point is we walk down the street with freaking keys laced through our fingers because of shit like that. And we don't trust men because of shit like that. Don't do that. Just like don't fuck with Ouija boards. Don't do this shit. It's simple. Don't be a fucking creep. By God.
Florida was originally built in 1912, and over most of the last 100 years, the building was actually a small home for many families and individuals. Locals believe that the building the cafe is in is haunted by the spirits of its former residents. Workers at the cafe say that they often hear unexplained noises while working late at night, and both—
I'm like, I can't focus. I'm like still genuinely angry that shit like this constantly still happens. I'm gonna have to rewind the video because I'm not focusing on what Nuke is saying. Christ almighty. Don't be pieces of scum. Please.
The cafe is in is haunted by the spirits of its former residents. Workers at the cafe say that they often hear unexplained noises while working late at night, and both the staff and visitors claim to have seen bizarre shadow figures throughout the restaurant. Nuke's top 5 viewer Valerie Ann says that she went on a Halloween ghost tour in Kissimmee that stopped at the allegedly haunted Susan's Courtside Cafe, and it seems that the rumors of paranormal activity might be true. Valerie caught this strange footage.
Sorry.
And they said that they had closed the
I just
door
saw
behind
something
them.
walk by.
They heard it open and then
Really?
shut.
Did you see it? It's a little hard to make out, but a dark figure seems to quickly pass through the cafe dining room before just disappearing. Someone in the tour group mentions it, but Valerie Ann is shocked when she discovers that she actually caught the apparition on camera. She says that she has no idea who or what this
doesn't look like
mysterious
it's like
figure
one of
could be.
These people's
But
shadows or whatever.
What do you think?
Weird.
The home of the Jinn. One of the OG Saudi door-kicking ghost hunters that I first featured on this channel, Adventurer Allah, is back with an all-new YouTube channel. In this live stream, Allah goes to investigate a large abandoned building that is said to be haunted by an evil presence, or Jinn. As he broadcasts his exploration live, things take a terrifying turn.
يا جماعة أي شيء أنا ما أشوفه على طول على الخاص. بسم الله.
Rahim Rahman.
بسم الله.
بسم الله.
الله أكبر.
Whoa!
Even though there's no power in the building, the ceiling fan begins to rotate on its own. Then a heavy table falls over right behind Allah. Freaked out, he runs away, retreating to a different section of the large building. But little does Allah know, things are about to get even creepier.
حسبي الله. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
What is being blurred out?
من كان في هذا المكان سحر فابطله. الله أكبر.
Jesus Christ, my guy. Can't do that.
في أحد؟ في أحد في المكان؟ بسم الله.
Holy shit!
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم.
I don't know what scared me more. The flying crutch or this dude shrieking into my ear.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
What?
Terrifying dark mist-like figure can be seen in a doorway, and a pair of crutches aggressively flies across the room right in front of the terrified explorer. He investigates the area, but nothing there. The mysterious dark mist has simply disappeared. But it's not over yet.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
بسم الله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان في سحر مدفون فابطله. اللهم إن كان في سحر معقود فابطله. في صوت. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. الله السميع العليم. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان
A plate falls off a table on its own, then another ceiling fan begins to rotate, and a large heavy closet moves as if pushed by some powerful, unseen force. Something is thrown at Allah, injuring his foot. And after that, he's had about enough.
Smart.
Allah decides to just get out of there and ends his live stream.
What?
So did adventurer Allah capture a real haunting by a terrifying jinn? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. Return to the Red House.
Let's go. Number 1.
Paranormal investigator Kevin Barranco from the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto returns to explore the historic La Casa Colorada, or the Red House, in Guadalajara, Mexico. The house was built in 1923, and it is said that the remote and secluded location became a place where cults performed dark rituals. Those brave enough to explore the old house claim to have seen witches, demons, and even the skeletal female figure of Santa Muerte, a Mexican saint who is said to wear a long cloak and be the personification of death itself.
I want to be her when I grow up.
2 months ago, I featured Kevin's first visit to the Red House years ago. While exploring the house with his friends, the group captured something that they simply couldn't explain.
Que por todas las paredes hay frases, no sé, quizás unas por vandalismo, otras por sectas. La verdad es que no desconocemos el significado y la verdad es que no queremos saber sobre ello.
Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Sí, hace bastante.
What was that?
Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Oh.
Sí, hace bastante.
Aquí hace mucho frío, ¿eh?
Sí, hace bastante.
But that easily could have been their friend in a fucking cloak. I mean, like, I have a cape like that.
Cut to 2 years later. After many requests from his fans, paranormal investigator Kevin returns to the quote Red House in hopes of capturing even more paranormal evidence.
Swear
But
shit
this
tastes
time,
like pennies.
he decides to go back all alone. As you might guess,
That doesn't
it did
end
not
well.
go well.
Yeah.
Kevin sets up several static cameras around the house, then he lights 3 candles and starts to ask questions to who or whatever might be haunting the abandoned home. Kevin is using an English spirit box app and translates the responses to Spanish. Before long, very strange things start to happen.
Voy a utilizar Scarlett, ¿podrías hacerme daño?
Does it mean... Does it mean Scarlet, like like the name or scarlet like the color?
Throw. No sé qué es throw. Lo voy a buscar. Lanzar.
Whoa!
As Kevin repeats the word throw in Spanish, a heavy piece of rubble is seemingly thrown off the edge of a large hole in the wall. Kevin grabs his camera and walks through the building in search of anything paranormal.
Like, you wanna know what throw is? I'll show you.
Me quedo sin luz. Me quedé sin luz. Sin luz. Sin luz.
What was that?
Sin luz.
Oh. Creepy. Okay. My guy, get your shit together. Come on.
The ghost hunter's light begins to fail. Then he hears a noise and turns. Without knowing it at the time, he captures something strange in the darkness, quickly darting out of sight. Soon after, Kevin's camera begins to malfunction and things take an even more terrifying turn.
Mi cámara está trabada. Y vean, vean. Vean esto.
What am I looking at?
Mi cámara está trabada.
That's weird.
Está trabada. Se trabó. Está completamente trabada, vean.
We get it.
Lo voy a apagar. No. Ven.
Yeah, we see it.
Ahí se apagó, pero sigue trabada. ¿Me quieres hacer daño?
Probably.
Voy a
He was
cambiarla.
gone for so long, all his
la pila.
candles have run out.
Yeah.
Dear Lord. Oh. It looked like a long cloak of somebody walking away.
Kevin's camera completely locks up, and as he changes the battery, a wailing moan can be heard, followed by the mysterious voice of a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to hear the voice again.
He goes to investigate and captures what appears to be the same mysterious cloaked figure that the Archivo Extinto team captured just 2 years earlier.
Oh, man.
Kevin searches the building and the grounds, but he doesn't find anyone or anything. When his equipment continues to malfunction repeatedly, he decides he's had enough. He packs up and just gets out of there. So could it be that Kevin captured the apparition of Santa Muerte, the cloaked Lady of Death? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full 3-part investigation over on the YouTube channel,
I'm
Archivo
buying it.
Extinto. Thanks for watching. Please follow me on the Instagram here, and on the Twitter here, and even on the TikTok. Hopefully, I'll see you next week.
Oh, you will. And thank you, Nuke. As always, you deliver. Honestly, that last one, I don't think I'm buying it. It's just too easy to fake a cloaked figure, you know. Whether it's 2 years, like, in between the videos. But the Russian dude, that was creepy. The legs, no, I don't like that. And another takeaway is, dudes, don't be fucking weird. Like, please, cut that shit out. I'm really begging you. Just stop. Okay? Like, come on. How the fuck are you gonna go to a girl's house who you don't know and stand outside of her window for 2 fucking hours going, how do I get into your back garden? Don't make me knock. Who the Same goes for unsolicited dick pics, by the way. Stop it. Don't do it. Nobody wants to see it. Unless specifically requested. Am I gonna receive a bunch of unsolicited dick pics after this? Please don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you always. I will see you soon.